It's finally here, my friends. Yard sale season is upon us once more. I feel like I've been waiting forever to say those words, and in some ways I actually have been. 2020 was a complete write-off for yard sales, but we're back in the mix again. I guess I should say, welcome everyone to the brickitect studio. If you're new here or haven't been following very long, you should probably know something about me, and that's that I love finding cheap Lego. Outside of creepy Lego, cheap Lego is my dream. And the best way, at least in my experience, to find Lego on the cheap is to go out to yard sales and garage sales. Look around at people's stuff. Sometimes they have collections they're getting rid of cheap. Sometimes it's just sets. But usually you can find stuff very inexpensively when you can find it. And that's the hard part, though, is actually finding this stuff. So this past weekend, it turns out that yard sale season is on this year. And my mother-in-law called me up, ended up going out with her, Clark Man, my father-in-law. We went out scouring the community yard sales to see what we could find. And there wasn't much out there to find, but I did find a couple things, and I thought I would share this little clip with you here of what I actually found. Oh, we got some Lego. $2. I think we have to, right? This one too? I don't know whether it's all here or not, but $2 worth of Lego. I don't think I'm gonna find much today, so we might snag. Clark Man.
What?
Just found some Lego.
What is it?
I don't know. It's like a little Catapult thing, and there's a minifig in there as well. Mm-hmm. You want to snag that for $2?
Yeah.
I think so.
For you.
For me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I think you could probably tell from that clip that this is far from my greatest Lego yard sale score of all time, but I was just excited to be out there, and to be honest with you, I probably would have bought literally anything with the Lego logo on it. So I ended up getting these few things here, and I thought maybe I would show this off to you, and we could take a look at what's inside, and you can determine for yourself whether you would pay $2 for each of these 3 items. I really love putting that question out to people because you wouldn't believe the level of cheapery that's out there. I could tell you that I got a brand new UCS Millennium Falcon in the box, mint condition, for $5, and there will be somebody in the comments that'd be like, oh, I'd only pay $3 for that, and I'm just like, bruh, you need to chill out. But anyways, I've raised a whole bunch of cheap attacks on this channel. This is Minotaurus. It's a game, and as you see inside here, this game is, I think it's a little incomplete. Possibly. I felt like for $2, again, anything with this logo on it right here, for $2, I'm probably going to snag. And for $2 for what's inside here, just for the plate alone, I feel like it's worth it. But we got the die. I won't say dice. I don't want to trigger anyone, but we got that. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's kind of cool. But I mainly got this for the base plate. I'm just going to part this out, of course. There's not much that I could do with this otherwise. We do have one of the little figs in here. And I'm using my Canon camera, so the focus is going to be just the worst probably, but we got that guy. I don't know what these go for in Bricklink. We've got a couple more over here too. I didn't really look at this too closely. I was just like, $2 Lego, done. I did see, actually, I lied. I saw something that I passed on. Somebody was trying to sell a 2020 advent calendar, Lego City advent calendar, for $15. Already been opened, stuff been built. Have no idea whether this stuff's in there or not. Is this actually complete? I'm just noticing in the corners here, we got all the guys. This may actually be complete. Let me look at the front of this. I don't know much about this, honestly. Never had this game, but I think this might actually be complete. You guys will have to let me know. As I'm pulling these guys off, like I really didn't even realize that all that was in there. I just saw the base plate and I was like, I'll take the base plate and this die for $2. Why not? But man, it's looking a little more complete than I thought. I got the 3 blue guys over on the side. We got the white ones. We got the red ones. Holy moly. It's actually complete. You guys will have to tell me what this goes for on Bricklink. I don't think I'm going to sell this, probably not. I don't think we're going to play the game either. Again, I'm probably just going to part it out and get it in my collection. Use that base plate for Clark Man could build a tower off of it or some type of house or something. It's got all the manuals, and then it's got this as well, this insert. But yeah, for $2, let me know how you think I did. I'd pay a penny, Greg. You got ripped off. You guys are hilarious, but we do have that. And from that same yard sale, we got this here. This is one where you're like, Greg, $2 for that? I think you done screwed up. Oh, I just saw a minifig in here. Okay. We're doing okay. Thoughts on the minifig? Love to hear from you guys. I'm going to try to get you to comment this video. I don't know what's going to take. What do I have to do to get you to like this video? Give it a thumbs up. It's funny enough if you say that. I really don't like saying that. But I noticed when you do, it's like makes major difference. And the YouTube algorithm gods are going to be like, oh, people love Lego yard sale stuff. Let's show this video to them. Thanks for stopping by if you're one of those people. If you guys are wondering what this is LEGO Fusion 21204 Townmaster. See, again, I had none of this in my life. That explains it. 2014. I didn't get back into Lego until very late 2013, and it was very casual at the time. So that's why I missed out on this. I've never heard of it before. But it's got a collection of pieces in there. Again, you can judge this for $2, whether it's worth it. Minifig in here included. And this piece is a printed piece. Very nice. Got a door. We got all these little pieces. I kind of bought this just for these brick pieces, and I love having these. And we got some of this olive green that's in here as well. I felt like, $2. I knew I wasn't going to do much with this other than part it out, but for $2, why the heck not, right? This is interesting to see Lego as far back as that, getting into the technology. You think about Mario, and you think about some of the things they're doing these days, like kind of late to the game, but 2014, not too bad. But yeah, this is what it looks like, and you can build a variety of things out of this. This might actually all be there. I didn't count the pieces or anything like that. Again, this is kind of just a grab, but there's the inventory in the back if you want to see what it looks like. And you can judge that based upon what's in here. This may actually be complete, which I was kind of surprised to see. When I initially saw this, I was like, oh man, that doesn't look like much. But when you think about all the different stuff you can build out of this, again, I wasn't at the yard sale going like, interesting. I was just like, Lego, grabbed it, but you can build these things. And I think Clark would actually enjoy this. This is like right up his alley. This is what he likes to do. So I'll just show this to him, and then he can build whatever he wants out of this. And I think that would be pretty darn cool. With the minifig, I'm feeling better about this by the minute, guys. As we look through this, like I was expecting to show this to you and be like, oh man, I know I got ripped off. Don't tell me how bad it is, but the Fusion and the Minotaurus looks to be fairly complete. This was just a little random thing. I was actually looking at some Upper Deck baseball cards from 1993, and we were checking those out, and then I looked over and I just see this thing sitting there. I'm like, that looks like Lego. And it was. This one was a little more apparent as to what was in there. You got this Catapult. I don't know the set number of this. If someone knows it, or maybe this is something you had in your childhood or recently, you're like, I know exactly what that is, Greg. Just let me know. But we got this dude. And there's his face. Back printing. Scared face. Let's see how he looks with that. And you can't really tell unless you take his helmet off. He's got a sword. Arm is a little loose. Feels like it might have been played with, as are the legs. This has definitely been played with. But that's what Lego's meant for, right? It wasn't meant to sit in a bag or to go into your parts collection like it probably would for me. We got that extra little piece there as well. And it looks like we have something to actually launch with this. And we will test the launching capabilities. It launches. $2 for this. I feel pretty good about that. This is probably the one where you're like, well, you got the least value there probably, Greg, because you didn't get as many pieces. But I think this is pretty cool. And I'd do $2 in this any day of the week. I was just happy to go out that day and score a couple things, because sometimes you'll go out and look all day and there literally won't be anything. But when you can find this and this and that, and only be out $6 for all the stuff that's inside here, I think that's not so bad. Like, I'm pretty happy with what I came across here, and even happier after recording this video and showing you guys all this and seeing just how complete these things were when I thought it was just like, I'm like, man, that's missing everything and this doesn't look good, but it actually does. So let me know. $6. What would you cheapskates do on this? Oh, 25 cents, Greg. I, of course, would have loved to get an entire tote full of a kid's collection for $10 or something like that, but that doesn't come up all the time. I know I'm going to be going out this weekend or tomorrow. If you're watching this today, it comes out. I'll be going out looking around there, so we'll see if we can come across some things. And I'm going to go to every community yard sale in our area this spring and summer in the desperate quest to find epic Lego stuff, not only for my collection, but to share with you guys as well. And I'll be bringing you along with me on that. Hope you enjoyed the first little scores of yard sale season 2021. Hopefully a lot more to come, and I think we're going to have a good time. So I encourage you, if this is something you're into, if you want to find Lego on the cheap, go to yard sales. First of all, you have to show up. You got to go there. But if you don't see anything sitting out and you have the nerve to go ask the person that's hosting it, say, do you have any Lego? In fact, sometimes I'll go right up to the person. This is going to be Greg's yard sale tips. Go right up to the person and just say, hey, do you have any Lego? And if they say no, you don't even have to bother looking around their stuff. But sometimes they'll say yes, and it's not actually sitting out. It's like something that they thought of. And they're like, oh yeah, we have some up in the attic if you're interested. And they'll go up and get it. And then it's something that they weren't even thinking about, something they don't care about. And oftentimes you can get that like super cheap. So always ask. It doesn't hurt to ask. If they say no, you just run away and in embarrassment or something like that. But all this stuff was sitting out, and I think it's good. So thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for, I'm going to put it out there, stay tuned for a lot more yard sale finds to come in 2021. We'll see you guys.